the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
And yedi Professor Mills 12 years anniversary metre ebra na ote akonwam nyankopon eto ne nsa edefre no recently na yedi 12 years anniversary na eno 24th of July na eno na ekame say since then no Atta Mills family members especially Ninuanom Cardinal Mills and Samuel Atta Mills and ekame say one Kwaku and the hosa so bonsam that one asem nyina ne say one entiase say someone Kwaku and the ho akwakopi mo na na do dan Kwaku fado nchan na watimi aboana na na do asiesie asomdwe park nti one say one eba be ra kwa Kwaku and the ho akwakofa national security say omo nwura ho ene nsem bebre ena omo ka de gu Kwaku so Kwaku akyerɛkyerɛ mu bia say mimpo Asumdwe park wo me ba hwa no pa me wie me lanche me book na me call lanche me book ene Atta Mills sister ni nuanom mema me no ene obia se Kwaku ani do hwati omo na so kwan omde ne be fa so ene okopie mu Twitter nsam omo kan gu Kwaku ani do so no no ena Kwaku say enough is enough secret odi asie atanyina Kwaku ani do ho amfa anspe omo ene nsem de oka bi papa Yanko Samuel Koku Anidoho.
Womo Atta me maame achi na manya baabi agina bikwa na de abusuafuo kura na de hwe me kokofuo afi na wo ba benyini unya bia maame firi baabi a o yire maame firi ana baabi obi firi na wo de kwa koma wo mut ya na abusua no akamfo no opese ye keep no within the maternal sector and kind of matrack no as opposed to wo Kwaku anyido wo ye ayugweni na bema soso no ni moja na akọ oba ne mu ama akoda na form oba ne mu enso so akoda ne nya pie firi oba ne yafunu mu pe bema ne moja na ete akoda no nti na anwoni bema na asa ayugweni bema no woni ne ntem te san a onya ne ba ema ne ba no enko babiada no keep no ma now what can't you say Catman Mills Samuel Atta Mills omune Professor Mills ejama in effect omu ye moja baako enti Kwaku de Professor Mills abeso ne daye Kwaku please I beg you Kwaku please I beg you try and keep this place in the ambience that I will feel much more comfortable. Nyamia wadum through the instrumentality of Nanado Danko Kufuado. Why the obey? So when a Jamano say Kwaku enough Jayenuano na onyina home na nidini enna na yenyina huntoya. Would Kwaku Anyido ever consider the plea, the humble plea of a Jamano say, Onyai womuni anidini, na womuni anidini enna? Ube consider?
Alakabe, 2023, last year, Kwaku Anyido at Thomas Institute, Yanyashi, that was Asongepa. 2024, Yanyashi, that was Asongepa. So to answer your question, yes. Maybe not the peppermu and me pese ye basic Asongepa. Yes, here we me how listen. It is last year, Manyashi. This year, so Manyashi. And I make I will go there every year. That one nobody can stop me. I will make a Adakabe. I haven't said this publicly before, but I will say it on your platform. Every month, I pay a certain woman 200 Ghana cedis. 200 every month to clean Asumdwe Park. I mean, they are white tiles, you know what? Because I don't want that white tile to be to get horrible. Adakabe, go to Asumdwe Park and go and ask the people in charge. Every month, me Koku Samuel, Koku Sicho, I pay somebody 200 cedis, 200 Ghana cedis every month to clean that white place. Adakabe, I will not stop being loyal to the memory of John. And I don't need the permission of his brothers. Jesus Christ obey Peter, Peter, Andrew, Bartholomew, those people, did Jesus call his brothers to be close to him? No. So this man called me, and let me state on your network that a certain Neil and Vanderpool, never me, growing up in Birmingham. He didn't grow up in Birmingham. I grew up in Birmingham. May 15th, 1979. June 4th, 1979. 31st December 1981. That was my relationship with Terry Rawlings. When I was doing student politics on Legon campus to restore democracy, I didn't know Neil and Vanderpool. When President Mills picked up a phone, then candidate Mills, or far phone, or friend me one morning, Koku, can you work for me? I was working at the time with the Metropolitan and Allied Bank, the first private commercial bank set up here in Ghana. I was the head of Treasury and Finance. A year ago, I had gone to the UK, done my first master's program, worked with the United Nations High Commission for Refugees. I had done a lot of work. Let me just finish this one. I work for the Atta Institute. I'm an international elections observer. I have observed elections in 7 out of the 15 ECOWAS countries. Give me.
Any income?
Of course. When I go for election observer mission, I consult, I write.
You say, Obra Ubo, and who did at Atta Institute any election observation?
So I'm the founder and CEO of Atta Institute. And I have contracts. I have jobs. I do consultancy. Is it a crime?
Kaku, quite interesting. Say, we could come to appreciate your thoughts and process them accordingly. General Anyudo, are you proud of him?
Very, very, very proud of my father. And that's my father.
When are you going to write about his exploits in the Ghana Armed Forces?
He has written 2 books himself.
He has
written 2 books about himself. Guns over Kigali.
Wadaruma.
But he's my...
Why a reference to May? Why a reference to May 15, 1979? Why a reference to May 15, 1979? Why a reference to June 4, 1979? Why a reference to December 31, 1981? Why a reference to affinity to J.J. Rawlings? Okay? As a Birmingham boy, incidentally, who papa suntina kopi Birmingham po? Who papa so ya accomplished soldier? Wo kwaku anyedoho. Woma Professor Mills edini ashita baby ano. I'm just asking you, say, edia na wo ye ama General Anyedoho ne din ashita.
Have you written about your father? You are the Have you written about your father? Every day you come on air, you talk about your father. Because my father is my father. He was in the military. I was not in the military. He is my father. I didn't work for him. I didn't work with him. He is my father. I love him. I respect him. I cherish him. I adore him. But my share uniform, maybe. So soldiers will talk about him. His exploits in Rwanda 2 years ago. Paul Kagame, friend of Rwanda. Airborne Nabaso, because when the Rwanda crisis was going on, he was the deputy force commander for UNAME, United Nations Assistance Mission in Rwanda. Today he is a colossus. He's a doyen in Rwanda. I love him. I respect him. I cherish him. He's a great military man. But I never worked with him. I worked with people, other people who gave me jobs to do. And one of them is the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Evans Atta Mills. Is it a crime to work and talk about the person I work for? And I'm Kanarakabe, your father was a very good friend of President Mills. You know it. Very good friend. But when you come on Lit FM from Adum radio, so and I'm a papa, won't you bore your listeners? So,
na wouldn't aye angrani boy be a no yet Tyler your friend Gershon.
Gershon, I know plenty Gershons.
Okay, we know a Tyler or a smallish piece of cocoa. Okaha wa o papa aye ne papa or bo papa pedin or do papa din incidentally no a Tyler but na yire ne mother ho no mo ya na occasionally no ba na kakra metimi aboa na me de aboa. So I'm asking And-Koku, what one the well papa as an accomplished soldier na obi new papa encounter ehia nanka Gershon iti ase na free Gershon idi jenanyu de hodini kwakusu obeka bi kura no so me no papa na ehia ye o papa no ye ni papa mame and what catches a Gershon please ka bibi so kakra na me papa din na ya bone se wo koku beka sa.
I don't get the line of questions.
Okay, I will change it.
Okay.
Direct. Sir Cadman Atta Mills, Samuel Atta Mills. Almost say, Koku, why yippee? Why when ye nuana nante kama? I fed the Koku, the akos will be an jai. That's what we ube jai.
Yes, Christo, Obi awaye bibia mame esumbu mame esumbu mame and I make us say you Samuel Atta onoka say ne catch me that I think 2 weeks or so before his brother passed and brother Becca baby the brother even say the public records the brother at the age of 27 President Mills had finished his PhD and defended it at the School of Oriental and African Studies, SOA, UK. He had earlier on done his LLM at London School of Economics, and then he was also a Fulbright scholar at Stanford University. Big, great scholar. The PhD thesis. Oh, yeah. So he came back to Ghana 74. And OBG PhD thesis now. So over 40 years, that person never brought the PhD thesis back to the president. And I was also say, oh brother, 2 weeks or so before he passed, and I'm finally PhD thesis by now, bro. This is a story about my PhD thesis. I beg you, publish it into a book. So I can have my ISBN, my international standard book number. And they said 2 days ago, I'm a dummy book ready and compromising talk. Today, I have my ISBN. A unique number to me as an author worldwide. Nobody takes that number away from me. Samuel Atta Mills, why have you not published that book about your brother? Asumje pak na yepoto. Samuel Atta Mills Cadman Atta Mills. Adenti na musumwan kosu amma na nado. Se onfiesi asumje pak. It is a kokwanyi do.
Okay, afe miemre Professor Mills. Can you correct me? Do you know exact cause of death? AFA Professor Mills.
Please no.
Can you tell us? A year, by 11 on that fateful Tuesday, and Okoye. Can you tell us circumstances are a map papa finally you cut in to the 37 military hospital? Tell us about that.
Well, all I know is that Samuel Samuel says that his brother died in his hand. My brother died in my hand. My brother died in my hand. My brother died in my hand. That is Samuel Samuel. Then the bra, like I was in my office that morning, and a security in Dubai. In Ghana, Charlie, I can wait. I can wait. I can wait. Charlie, I can. Charlie, man, like he cry. Yeah, dear Papa Oko, and then the crowd. Charlie, long and short. That's how he left the castle to 37 minutes of it. For the record. Oh, for the record. And you do. Now, me the call. My financial pickup DM is a lie. He went with an ambulance. He went properly so. He didn't go to a children's ward. He didn't go to maternity ward. He had a intensive care unit. That one I know for a fact. Intensive care unit, ICU, honor. He was declared there with free access for assassin. So I got there. By the time I got there, you see, on the pavilion.
It's all the security gentleman, no, and as a security agent, no, and a power or no bad let will say, I can no way I, the man he.
It won't attention in yes. It will by the time the master general, I get agent.
Right. Into no, final moments. You didn't free. That 2-bedroom quarter, no. You didn't echo winding stairs, no say dungeon, no at the bar from Winyano. One witness it.
No, I didn't witness.
Into on hindsight, sir, he's been taken ill. Now you didn't free that 2-bedroom quarter, no at the banana. Na ya de no na matwede no so anwan atwede yentimi kura nipa mienu ntimi mmom nsa ho mom bre na de no ko on hindsight no na ya ma Ghana president na otibi such quarters what no what you know saying.
Well, he chose to stay there. President Kufuor never stayed there. President Kufuor never lived there. Mr. Rollins was there, but President Atta decided that I want to bet now. I mean, and I remember. Yes, when on the 7th of January 2009, he took a decision, the honor veteran, because Syntax was now one. Going to be that's another Syntax, traffic crazy. And I cannot stay at the seat, at the Regimanual because my going in and my coming out will create too much traffic. And it's all the castle. And that is where he died. He lived and died.
And now nipa no Professor Mills baby twano so John Ajikum Kofono. Na oti 2 miles away from Professor Mills baby anote no. And I know no commute distance no on the Liberation Route at the core office. And I will castle wa. And Professor Mills I know 2 miles on the eastwards of John Ajikum Kofono. So 2 miles no on the spin test, Golden Gate one at the airba Tetekwashi Rabat one, and Nana and Unti or resolve say, or bet not 2-bedroom quarter.
In fact, that is why one of President Moses' first projects, and they said, one was a bypass now, a polo club.
Aye.
That was one of his first projects. That there's too much traffic on the Spintex road. Let's create a bypass. And all the man, Alaji Usuya construction. And that's how that bypass by the Polo Club, the airport, now we do Hajj Village, now Pi right, now go straight to the Spintex road. President Moss, NIS, one of his first, because now, sometimes now, traffic now was Spintex road. That also, it was on to now, we see already manual. Now, no pan he, and I don't hear on yet. So he lived and died in the castle.
Okay. Koku, then I will join NDC.
I've told you that growing up in Burma camp as a small boy, May 15th, 79, June 4th, 79, 31st, 79. I saw things with my eyes. Kotuka Primary School. I saw a lot of things. So my affinity to Rawlings and the revolution, Rawlings are now also a Funadaka. I think there was one Major Collison who fell in battle. And a year Rawlings here because Collison was not the target. I saw Rawlings carry a casket through the front of my school, Kotuka Primary School. Gafi, Ewaha, Kingsway, Ewaha, Ayade Collison, Funadaka Nokoy. My relationship with Rawlings and the revolution is personal to me, Adakabe. It is very personal to me. Fast forward, 1992, as a student leader on campus, when I led student movement for the restoration of democracy, because, of course, the military rule had to go. I led student movement. I suffered. But my relationship with Rawlings and the NDC, PNDC, is personal to me. So when I voted that day, Legon Hall, when the ballot box was put in front of Legon Hall, my hall, in 1992, and I voted for NDC, and I remained NDC. So, any application I'm Troy, and you'll be the so this character called Neil Lante Vanderpoy, cannot and say that he took me into the NDC. It's a blatant lie.
And can you tell us some of your university mates who can vouch for activities as a student leader at the University of Ghana?
Yeah, Bobia Samoa was a junior to me. He was leading a certain. He was leading the MPP movement. Bobia Samoa was my junior on Legon campus. I was in final year when Elvis Friankra came to first year on Legon campus. Fifi Kweti and I, from first year to final year,